So who wants to start? So Bervan, you're first on my screen today.
Okay. Oh, today I'm the first. Okay, بسم الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ثم إنكم يوم القيامة تبعثون. Then إنكم, indeed you, plural. يوم القيامة, the day of judgment or resurrection. تبعثون. Ba'ath is also resurrected.
Yep.
So you will be resurrected. So indeed you will be resurrected of the day of judgment.
On the day, exactly.
Okay.
And Mubarakun as well. Do you notice this word form? It's got a ta in the beginning.
Yes. So it is for you, right?
Yeah. But you can also get from here in nakum because this kum is you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is referred to the kum, right?
So it's basically like the verb form has to be in harmony with the rest of the sentence, right? So it uses the same.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Tamam.
Heba? Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
ولقد خلقنا فوقكم سبع طرائق وما كنا عن الخلق غافلين. What is and? لقد. قد was like emphasis, right?
قد was past.
Oh.
Also emphasized, yeah. And la also adds more emphasis.
La adds emphasis, did you say?
La adds further emphasis, yeah.
خلقنا is we created. فوقكم, فوق is above, kum is you. سبع, 7. طرائق. I mean, I can guess what the meaning is in terms of 7 heavens, but I don't actually know what.
Tariq is like from tariq, which means like roads or ways.
Okay.
But yeah. But it's good guessing. So you don't have to remember it at this point. Also, it's not that common, I think.
Okay. And what is and? Ma is like negation.
Ma is always is either what or no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kunna. Kunna is like was, right?
Kun. Oh yeah. So we haven't done this. So kun and so kun is be, because remember it's like kun fayakun, be and it is, right? And so kana is was. Kana. Can it also be is? So then
Kana was.
Kana. Let me just double check. Kana. I think it's past. Yeah. Okay. And then yeah, so and then also this you can have different those you can add prefixes and suffixes to them. So for example, if you have takun, it would mean you are. And for example, yakun would be they are or they were, yakun. Okay. And then so kunna here is from kun and then alif, but like basically it's because you see the shad in there, that actually means there's two noons in there. So basically there's a kun and then there's a na. So then this kun is like the B, and then this na is we, kunna. So together we and B, it's like we are.
We are, okay.
Yeah. So kunna, and then wama kunna would mean we are not.
Wama kunna, ane like an is like of or on. Al-khalq al-ghafilin. Khalq from like to create, to make, خلق. And
So
غافلين.
would be the noun form. So خلق would be verb and خلق is noun, so that would be something that's created, right? So creation. عن الخلق, of the creation.
غافلين.
Mm,
I don't know what غافلين means.
okay, we can guess. So I'm sure you've heard of غفلة, state of غفلة. Or sometimes people will use it. So غفلة is like heedlessness or carelessness. And so غافل is someone who's kind of like careless, heedless, ignorant. So غافل would be the noun form. So that would refer to the person who is heedless.
Okay.
And so then if you look at the verb forms, then you would have غافل. Can I make this into a verb? يغفل maybe. يغفل. Let me check. غفل. 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 I think غفل would be the verb form to be heedless. Anyway, I'm not going to add that for now because I'm not sure. Who's next? Awa?
So
Yes,
وما
just check. So غفل is to ignore. He ignored. To ignore. But I don't think you find it in this form as a verb in the Quran. So we don't care. Okay, number 18.
وأنزلنا من السماء ماء بقدر وأسكناه في الأرض وإنا على ذهب به لقادرون. وأنزلنا من السماء ماء, we sent water from the sky بقدر, with قدر, I guess with measure.
Yep.
وأسكناه في الأرض. أسكن is sort of like the same root as sakana, which is sort of like to be in place, or
Yeah.
so I guess then we placed it in the earth.
Yeah. So sakin would be someone who like remains in a place. Sakana is to place, but also here it's like not just place, but sakana.
Is it to live?
Yeah. So or to remain or to stay in place. So yeah. But you're right, the meaning is that.
Okay.
Settle. Yeah, so it settles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
Here.
okay, فأسكناه في الأرض, so we settled it, I suppose, or like sort of place it in the earth. Inna,
Do you know what it's referring to?
the who?
The who, what is it? What
I think it's referring to ma,
the water,
to
exactly.
the water.
Yeah. Because also you can guess from the fa, so it's like so. So we just talked about water and then so settle it in her. So.
Yeah. Wa inna, so I think that's like inna and na combined. So wa inna, indeed we, ala ذهب به لقادر. I don't remember what dhahaba means, but I thought dhahaba was to go, but
Yeah.
then
Dhahab.
dhahab, certainly we ala dhahabin bihi.
It's okay. Skip for now. لقادرون is.
Yeah. Qadirun, certainly. Well, I guess the la adds emphasis, and then qadirun, those who decree or
Qadir, yeah.
to decree. Yeah.
Qadir is one of God's words, meaning like, as you said, the one who decrees. And it's from Qadr, like, and we know Laylatul Qadr, for example.
What about the measurement qadr? Is it
Yeah.
the same?
So there's two, so they're related if you think about it. Like, Qadr, decree, and it's also like he knows what to send. So it's like a measured amount, and the decree has a certain measure when it comes down.
Mm.
So Qadr is decree or measure. And then Al-Qadir is the one who decrees. And then if you think about the verb forms, then it would be Qadara, so that would be the root form. That would be he decreed or he measured. And then, so Qadirun would be plural, because as we discussed, the waw and the noon make it into plural. And so here it is laqadirun. Qadara, and then the other ways you're gonna find it in the Quran is like yaqdir or yaqdirun. So yaqdir would be like also
He decrees.
they or he, based on whether you have the un at the end or not. Yaqdirun. And taqdir would be
I think it's either you or she.
you decree. So the ta, when it's at the beginning, it's usually you, but when it's at the end, that's when it would be she. So not at the beginning.
I think because I thought that was for the past though, right? Because for the present, sometimes don't they use the same one either for you or she?
She. I've not seen that. Do you like? Can you think of an example? We'll check. I will check. So dhahaba, you're right, it means to go, and then dhahab is basically the state of going, for example. Okay, so dhahab in ala dhahab is like it's in an interesting sentence structure. So it means, and we are of its taking away able, right? So ala dhahab in of taking it away. Bihi again referring to the water. لَقَادِرُونَ, able to take it away. So this is something like, this is probably the hardest bit in Arabic, is that the structure of the sentences can sometimes be so different from English. But does this make sense roughly now? Like,
Mm-hmm.
bihi لَقَادِرُونَ. So the having is like the state of taking away. Okay, Berivan?
Okay, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. فأنشأنا لكم به جنات من نخيل وأعناب لكم فيها فواكه كثيرة ومنها تأكلون. Okay, بسم الله. Then فأنشأنا, we produced لكم, for you, plural, bihi jannati, for you, paradise,
Gardens.
gardens. Okay.
Yeah, so Jannah actually, we say it's paradise, but the actual word Jannah means garden.
Subhanallah. Okay.
And so it's like the garden of paradise, basically. And then Jannat is the plural. Jannat, gardens.
Jannah.
Yeah. So Jannatul Firdaus would be the full one. So garden of Al-Firdaus, garden of paradise. Jannatul Aden, for example, garden of Eden, the Adam and Hawa one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jannatim min nakhili from. Okay, so gardens, we produce for you gardens.
Mhm.
Min nakhili, min is from, right? Or of.
Hmm.
Min
Min is
nakhili.
from. Min is from.
So, sorry?
From.
From nakhil li wa a'nab lakum.
Hmm.
Wait, nakhil wal a'nab.
نخل نخلة
Fakal is fruit, right?
نخل.
Nakhil. A'nab is fruit?
No, عنبs are grapes. عنبs are grapes.
Okay, a'nab's still fruit, but grapes.
Yeah. Close.
Okay, close. Oh, nakhil is also something to eat, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I got that at least. Nakhil, date? No, that's not
Yeah.
date. Is it nakhil?
Date palms. So
Date
date
palms. Like,
itself is tamar, but date palms are nakhil or nakhil or
okay,
yeah,
tamam.
palm trees, yeah.
So created like gardens from our consisting of nakhil, like palm dates, palm dates, and a'nab, which you said was the greeny things. I can't remember it in English.
Great.
Yes, grapes. Lakum for you. Fiha in it, in the gardens.
I know.
Fawakahu is fruit. Fawka.
فواكه, yeah.
Fawaka. Kahu. Fawakahu.
فواكه
Kathira. A lot.
كثير, yeah.
كثير. كثيرة. ومنها, and from it. تأكلون. The كله. Eat from it.
Cool,
A
exactly.
lot.
Good. So does everyone else also know these words? Like, are they in general like familiar or?
Sorry?
I was asking the others like Hiba and Awa, are they generally familiar these words like kathira, kathir meaning a lot,
The
abundant,
only one I didn't know was Ansha'na.
and shatna. So this is
Otherwise familiar.
wait, number 19. So anshatna is from, remember we did 3 words last time for creating. I don't know if we did anshatna, but we did like ja'al, khalaq, and what was the other one we did? Ambatna? Was it?
I think it was Ansha'na.
Was it
Maybe
Anshatna?
it was Ansha'na.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
forgetting.
yeah, so Anshatna is, and I think, yeah, oh yeah, it was Anshatna. And then I mentioned that this would be more of like a produce, and it's when you
Yeah.
talk about like, yeah, crops or vegetation and stuff. So Ansha'a, and then you will also find in the Quran, it says Nash'a, Nash'at al-Ula, for example. That would be like another word for creation. So it goes from like produce or create to nasha, which is like the creation. So and then khalaq, it's as we just said would be khalq. Oops. And then for ja'al, I don't think there's a noun form. Ja'al. It would be ja'il, but I don't know. Okay, and then so nakhil and a'nab, you guys also knew. That's cool. How do we know these things? And then women ta'kulun. So ta'kulun again from kulu, kul, which is eat, and kulu would be the command form, like eat from what we have given you. So I don't know. I think I briefly touched upon like a command form in the last lesson. So this sometimes when you have like a wow and an alif, it's a silent alif. So it'll have this little circle on top. So when you see this at the end of words, it will be in command form. So you'll have other examples like akhruju, like get out, exit. And then also when God tells Adam to leave paradise, he says ihbitu, so leave. and then أخرجوا. What other verb forms should we try? Do you guys know washrabu?
Drink.
Drink.
اشربوا.
From sharab, sharab meaning like drink.
Okay.
So you will always see this little waw and alif at the end, and then you know that it's a command or request. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, but that's the form. Minha ta'kulun. Oh yeah, so ta'kulun, the ta is you, yeah? From it you eat. So the whole sentence then is فَأَنْشَأْنَا لَكُمْ, then we created for you, bihi, from it, and from it as in from the water that was talked about here, yeah?
Okay.
From it, jannati min nakhil, so gardens of date palms and grapes. Then lakum fiha, for you in it, fawakihu kathira, are fruits abundant, wa minha ta'kulun, and from it you eat. Yeah?
The kulu Khaltu told me. Kulli. Eat.
Eat and be fat. Okay,
Exactly.
your turn, Hiba.
وشجرة تخرج من طور سيناء تنبت بالدهن والصبغ لآكلين. وشجرة and trees. تخرج from خرج, maybe.
Yeah.
And that is you.
So,
What was that?
not always, actually. So you'll find a lot of exceptions as well. And this was always such a troublesome point in our last lessons because I also would get really confused. But takhruji here is not you. It's like,
Oh, okay, fine.
it's like the state of coming out. Takhruju min.
Okay. Min is from. Tur is.
Tur Sayna, have you heard?
Mount Sinai?
Yeah. So
Tur is mount, okay. Okay, Tur Sayna, Tambutu, I don't know what that's from.
Oh, Nabat. From Ambatna.
Created? Produced?
Yeah. Ambatna.
Biduhni was. I don't know what either of those two words mean. And then lil akilin is to eat.
No. Well, close. It is related to eat, but lil, have we done li? This, so, no, we have not. Number 20, I'm going to add the ambatna here as well. So, anshatna, and then ambatna, also producing. Ambatna. That looks terrible. Little nuance. But no. So it's we created, or again, we produced it, and then the noun for this would be, instead of nasha, for example, is the noun of anshana. This would be nabat. So nabatul earth, for example, means the produce of the earth. Okay.